G'day everyone. I did a video. Well, I've done quite a few actually, but I did a video on shop bought garlic versus seed garlic. And they're both growing quite nicely actually. But it's time to fertilise. Now, what do we do with garlic? Well, I've been looking on the interwebs and I've found out while they're green, we need to use a fairly high nitrogen fertiliser to get the greens growing. And about 6 to 8 weeks before we harvest, we add a bit of potash and we stop using nitrogen fertilisers. And that's to help the bulb develop. So as we're still fairly early on, and they're just green shoots at the moment, we're going to stick some fairly hefty nitrogen fertiliser on it. Now, we don't want to overdo it because if we do, I believe that we will get lots of sprouts coming out and that will give us a terrible bulb. But we do want to give it a bit of a feed. So I'm going to use exactly what they say on the recipes for the fertiliser, but I'm going to use 2-in-1. What I mean by that is I'm going to make up 9 litres of power feed. That's what the garden gurus gave me, really nice of them. And that's all-purpose, promotes vigorous growth in soil, health and all kinds of things. This is interesting. They make it weaker in WA. That was the breakdown for the rest of Australia is 12% nitrogen, 1.4% phosphorus and 7% potassium. In WA, it's 10% nitrogen, 1.2% phosphorus and 5.8% potassium. Not sure why that is, but I think it could be because we have a problem with over-fertilising leaking into our river and causing rather poisonous algae blooms. But anyway, we'll do it as per the instructions for 9 litres. And it says to add 1 capful. You might hear another plane going overhead. Another thing about WA, we have a huge number of FIFO workers. That's fly in, fly out for those who don't know. And it's Monday morning, it's commute time. So we get a lot of these commuter planes flying overhead. So this requires 1 capful of power feed in 9 litres. So when we fill that up, that'll be as per the power feed instructions. But what we're also going to do in the same 9 litres of water is add some of our Thrive. And it's about 2 heaped teaspoons. It says 2 teaspoons. So I reckon that's about 2 teaspoons. A bit more. So we'll break that up. Pop it in here. Let's go up, fill up the water and have a look at our garlic. Right, so I'm going to put about 3 litres on each one. I pulled out some weeds that have come up in there. Garlic is meant to be done in full sun, but you're talking about normal full sun, not West Australian full sun. West Australian full sun pretty much kills everything. So the areas are in a little bit of shade. I think 1, 2, 3, yeah, that's right. These are in a little bit of shade, and we'll give our ginger a little bit. But they have grown, ginger's grown really well here before with this part shade. So I'm pretty sure the garlic will as well. So we've given that a bit of a fertilise. We'll do it again in a few weeks' time, maybe 4 or 5 weeks, just to keep them well and truly fed. Now, what is interesting? It's all interesting, isn't it? If we have a look down here, start down this end, even though it's in heavier shade than the rest, look at the lovely green and quite nice growth there. That is the seed garlic. That is seed garlic. That isn't. So that's the shop bought stuff. And as we can see, there is a difference, quite a difference, but I'm hoping all of them will supply us with some garlic cloves. So there it is, in my wrecked greenhouse, with my overgrown plum that doesn't fruit, fertilising our garlic. All done for now. Enjoy life. Catch you in the garden. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe.